So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the 11th of January, Monday, and I hope you're excited as I am to be presenting this information to you, even though haven't had much sleep or haven't even really bathed much. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about why we're here tonight on this webinar, and it's to share what's got a lot of people, a lot of sleepless nights over the last several days, and what's made a lot of people a lot of money over the last 24 hours. And it's this program called D.AI.SY. So before I even go into that, who's brand new to the call today? You know, these Money Making Mondays, I like to know who my audience is, and if there's any guests on there, I want to welcome you in and to what we're doing as a community, not just on what we're sharing with you tonight on D.AI.SY, but the whole investment strategy to help you make money from cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin being the main piece of that. And if you're brand new to the world of crypto as well, you know, let us know. So put a 1 in the chat if you're brand new to this call, and 2 if you're brand new to the world of crypto. And trust me, if you're brand new to the world of crypto as well as brand new to this, this is literally, you know, you're going to be like it's starting off on a rocket ship. So really excited to be sharing with you tonight this information. So welcome, Georgia and Carol. And you know, where are you guys calling from? You know, do you have anybody outside of North America, inside of Europe, anywhere else around the world? It'd be great to see where we are. Sometimes some of these calls, we've got people in Kenya and all over. So it's really great to see such a great reach out there that's happening. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play a short video that's going to give you an intro into what D.AI.SY is about, and then I'm going to be covering it into more detail. So hopefully you can all hear me, or should say hear my recording, and then we'll get the show on the road. All right, sit back and I'll be back in a minute.
Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer? Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes more money. This quote by Benjamin Franklin has a deeper meaning. The rich have access to professional financial instruments that help them multiply their assets. So, no matter if the market is going up or down, they would always make money. What if I told you that you can now have access to professional trading tools that were only available to institutions and accredited investors so far? Endotech is a company that provides professional cryptocurrency trading tools based on AI technology. Some of the trading strategies of Endotech have a track record of 3 years and have produced up to 1,500% annually. This very innovative technology is being made available to the masses through D.AI.SY, Decentralized AI System. With only $100, you can start using strategies that were reserved to institutional clients till now. Not only that, you can participate in a unique crowdfunding project that helps to take this technology to the next level. If you love technology, you'll love this part. D.AI.SY is managed by a Tron smart contract that is transparent and can't be manipulated or hacked. Tron is a blockchain-based decentralized cryptocurrency that allows fast and cost-effective transactions. All you need to participate is D.AI.SY in a Tron wallet. Your Trons will be distributed between D.AI.SY Crowd and D.AI.SY Fund. The smart contract will automatically allocate funds to D.AI.SY Crowd for crowdfunding and the referral plan. Up to 46% will be paid to members through the referral plan. There are 3 types of commissions members can earn. Here's the best part. 5% of Endotech equity will be distributed across all D.AI.SY members. Some of the funds will be allocated to D.AI.SY Fund for professional AI trading. 70% of profits will be rewarded back to members and can be withdrawn at any time. D.AI.SY is a unique combination of passive income from AI trading and crowdfunding. D.AI.SY, together we create history. Click on the link below to secure your top position.
D.AI.SY, the launch of D.AI.SY, you might have heard it caused a few things to crash as a result of this massive launch that took place. And everything that you heard on that short video there is exactly what happened in terms of the blockchain transactions took place. And guys, if I'm talking a different language to you right now, do not worry. By the end of this, you'll all be seasoned pros as to what the blockchain is, and also what we're doing with Daisy. Okay, so before I even get started here, let me just read this legal disclaimer. And again, welcome to Vipa, brand new to this world of crypto, fantastic. So purchasing the Daisy crowdfunding packages is a contribution to the equity crowdfund for the Daisy AI development and not a trading investment. Endotech is given both shares of stock in the company and the profit from trading results to each contributor to crowdfunding rewards. Now, prior to Endotech going public, shares of Endotech stock will be rewarded to each crowdfund contributor. Stock certificates will require KYC of each member legal ID before any shares or stock can be rewarded. In the case that Endotech does not go public, the equity will be converted into dividends for each member, and the trading accounts will be used for the purpose of testing and development. Past performance does not guarantee future results and is for information purposes only. Historical performances shown at and are also the result of compounding profits. Profit rewards are contingent upon profitable trading performance, and results are not a guarantee. All performance will be visible with full transparency to each crowdfund member. Up to 46% of funds are designated in the smart contract for marketing via the referral rewards plan, and Daisy is not available in the US. Whoa, that's a mouthful. So what does that all mean? Glad you asked me. I'm going to share with you exactly the steps that this whole decentralized AI system is all about and how you can get benefits from it. All right, so what is Daisy? It's an equity crowdfunding model with financial technologies, fintech, otherwise known, and it's a decentralized smart contract. It is not a company. So at the launch of this program, we saw the results of what happened, and regardless of this, the volume, the influx, and I'll talk a bit more about that towards the end, of people joining, it did not stop the smart contract working as it was designed, which was fantastic. So this is a model where everybody can win with profits, equity, and income. Currently crowdfunding Endotech for the Daisy AI project is what we're on right now. But each contributor can receive exclusive stock equity and profit rewards. All right, so let's see what this is, how it's going to benefit you. This decentralized AI system is being developed by Endotech. So we've got the Endotech one side of the equation, and this is going to be the next AI for this company, who has been producing, really rewarding, profitable AIs. And so now this crowdfund is going to be the first project capitalized by the Daisy crowdfund. So the Daisy AI will receive 10 million for development work from the referral plan, and I think they might have smashed through that from day one. Target for live Daisy AI trading account is 500 million assets under management. And so Daisy AI is Endotech's path to becoming a public company, and we'll talk about how you can benefit from that. So this is the first tech partner for Daisy AI crowdfund. This fintech company specializes, guys, in AI trading systems. So they have a complete roadmap, and I'll show you that in a minute. And you can see where they're going to go to in 2022, which is obviously not too long from here. So currently providing AI trading systems for top financial institutions, and they've got a great track record, as I mentioned, high performance results. And you're going to see Dr. Anna Becker. She's the head honcho here. And some of you would have seen the interview with her being done, and her background is quite quite incredible, extensive. And so she has a really good understanding around algorithms, AI technology, which is great for us so that we don't have to rack our brains on that side of things. Over $1 billion of investment have been deployed in management institution monies for more than a decade. I mean, that does go some. Her team of AI scientists have more than 20 AI systems in operation. And this is what I like here, talking about different markets around the world, over 150 different investment firms across the US, Europe, and Asia. And at the age of 20, she found it, she actually was able to unlock a very complex mathematical equation, which hadn't been unlocked for, I think, like 36 years or something like that. So she's pretty smart, right? And so she's got a PhD in artificial intelligence. So we are very fortunate to have somebody who really knows their craft and has been able to produce. Not only that, right? In 2017, She was appointed to the Dispute Resolution Committee. And so, you know, the extensive background, more than 20 years of senior leadership and innovation in retail brokerage and financial organization, brings a lot of diverse set of skills to the Financial Commission's DRC. And so we've got a lot here, guys, to be really thankful for. We just had a grand launch that took place just over 24 hours ago. And, you know, we did break a lot of records and also broke a lot of servers in the meantime. And so this is one of the first AIs that actually got produced here. So you can see here, this is a top alpha strategy. So this came out in 2018. As you can see here, that if you just look at the results, you know, analyze results around 800% compounding from inception. Now you may see this big figure here. In fact, let me just put my little highlighter on. This is my highlighting time. Let me show the spotlight here. So I'm going to, whoops, not that one. I want to show the spotlight. So you're going to see here that there's $1 million minimum capital that you're going to need to have before they'll even talk to you, right? So that is what you're going to need to have in your assets, right? Tradable assets. They compound the money, of course, to get this kind of amazing returns over those couple of years. And, you know, you'll see here where what type of account this is, a margin account. You need to have at least $125,000 just to rock up to the party, right, in the first place. And so you see here 21 winning months, 13 losing months. And as I say every week on these webinars, doesn't matter how many losers you have, is how many winners you have and what they look like. And so we're very fortunate to have these kind of returns coming back on an account under management. So this is one of the more recent AIs. This is a one that's got a leverage strategy behind it. And if you know anything about leverage trading, you can make a boatload of money if you know what you're doing. And if you don't, you're going to blow your account very quickly. So it's good to know here that from, what's this, like the 1st of September to where we are right now, well, in this scenario here, which was November, just a couple of months, from a $10,000 initial account, making close to 300% return. I mean, that is insane, guys. Absolutely insane returns by anybody's standards. You know, I'm sure if the mics were unmuted, you know, you'll say, oh yeah, I'll take that any day, right? That's a 1 month winning, a 1 month losing. Like I said, doesn't matter how many months you're winning, how many months you're losing. It's just that your winners got to outstrip your losers. You know, in trading, you're going to get losers. So this is really, really encouraging to know. What I thought was even more amazing was that their most recent, numbers for this particular plan, their profit and loss, is actually showing more like 800% return, which again is just absolutely staggering in anybody's book. So from, look, we're talking November, September here. I want to make sure you're seeing that September to today. I mean, you know, less than 4 months really, and you're looking at those kind of returns. Absolutely amazing. So this is the interface of what you're going to see. You know, if you haven't got a crashed version, you're going to see what this whole interface looks like. So you're going to see you're going to start here. $100 gets you in entry level 1, and half of that money is going to go to the fund, half of that money is going to go to the crowd, and the number of shares you're going to end up with, it will be 1. And I'll go into more details on that in a second. And so you're going to have 2 sides to the app. One part will show you where you're at in the equity crowd fund, how, you know, the whole setup, how many members and everything else underneath you and all that kind of good stuff, and how much is in the fund. Now, right now, we know the website got killed day 1, and so they are working on that, the back end. So what we can do right now is we can still get ourselves situated, and there's a couple of methods that I'll be showing you towards the end of this, so that you don't have to be out there in no man's land trying to figure this out for yourself. So, and you know, like I said, the funding here is what they're going to be trading with. They've already blown away one of their first milestones in the trading front on day 1. That just gives you an idea of the amount of people that are coming in this. Absolutely, I've never seen numbers like this before. And so this is the roadmap of where Endotech is at, right? So we've got from 2012, they got their company registered. And then if you look at this roadmap going all the way down from 2017. That's when they went into the AI. This is when they had their AI trading, the development ready to go to the market. And so 2018, I showed you that previous slide, they had their first commercial product available. So 20, a good number of years to develop and everything else to get it ready for commercial clients and institutes to be able to part with their money here. And so November 2020, they had an evaluation of $100 million. And if Rob's on, he may be able to give an update on that. But $100 million, guys, just in last couple of months, to know that we're dealing with a company that has real equity, real trading results, real clients. I mean, it's huge to be part of that. And so here we are right now, January 2021. Guys, any of you who are part of the D.AI.SY crowdfund, you've made part of history. You've made that happen. They've launched, they've killed servers, but it still works. And this is one thing, that's the acid test of what a good smart contract is one that just works regardless of, and it may even make people think, hey, do we really need a website? But of course we do for user interface, but the engine behind it works, and that's the most important thing. So 2021, guys, this is the goal. Crowdfunding of 10 million, ka-ching, let's just tick that off. Phase 1 development of D.AI.SY AI, 500 million of again, asset under management. And again, I'm sure they may blow that figure away. Whoops, let me go back. I'm getting too excited here. 2022, you're going to see Endotech looking to be a public company. And then by, towards the end of that, you're going to have the Forex. Their goal is to go into the Forex market and add an AI into that bad boy. And then just in case that wasn't enough, they're going to really open up their suite in 2023 to stock trading. So we've got a lot of things here to look forward to. So let's look at this. What do you get for being part of this? Pardon your money with this crowdfund. 10 crowdfunding tiers are available, starting from $100. So each person gets an equal share of 5% of Endotech stock. So you're going to be looking anywhere from 50 to 70% of whatever you put in each tier is going to go to trading for development. 70% of those profits are going to come back to you from the trading results, and then 15% of the trading profits going to go into residual referral plan. I absolutely love referral plans, and contributors here can withdraw trading rewards at any time. So all members are able to participate in the D.AI.SY referral plan, but it's totally optional if you want to go that route or not. Okay, that route or not. So let's just look at this. This is how it's going to be distributed. You're going to set yourself up with a Tron wallet. And so we, we're going to show you what wallets we're really working with, how you get yourself set up for that. And then you're going to be able to have that D.AI.SY contribution going from your wallet. Very seamless and, smooth in the most cases. And then you've got 50 to 70% will go into the live trading. So this side to the left will go towards Endotech. And then 85% of those profit will come back to you, to your wallet, just as and when. This other side is the optional referral plan, where you can earn up to 46% of the referral plan. And we're going to show you here, when that happens, that money also goes into your Tron wallet. So you can benefit your Tron wallet and make as much Tron as you so wish from both sides of the equation here. So why the Tron blockchain? It allows automation to happen, first of all. Okay, so this is going to happen between members. This is like direct peer-to-peer. It removes the need for a company to be in control. As we saw in the launch, we didn't need a company for these executions to happen. It happened regardless. Now, this is going to allow you to have that 100% transparency. You're going to be able to see on the Tron scan, on the Tron blockchain, these transactions that are taking place. And then the Tron blockchain is one of the most fastest and most scalable of blockchains out there. The low fees for high performance smart contracts, which is another attraction, even though we've seen over the last 24 hours, some of the fees have been escalating because of the, I suppose, the volume, and we're showing you different ways in which you can just make sure you've got enough in your pot when you're sending money over. And so these Tron tokens, TRX, are expected to rise in value. You would have seen, depending on how soon you bought your Tron, a lot of you would have already had a little pay rise, even though we've seen the market slightly retrace itself. You know, a lot of you may have seen a nice little increase. Now, these are things that I like to see here: passive income, passive ways for anybody to earn from, regardless of their status. So everybody gets a chance to earn equity shares from Endotech. There's going to be obviously the trading rewards when that starts to kick in, and obviously level number 3, potential matrix spillover, which is why there's a mass frenzy of people joining as we speak. So we're talking about a way of generating a maximum of 48% from the crowdfunding element, from spillover into the referral plan, even if you had no personal referrals yourself. So these are for people that are totally passive in the program. And so you can see here, generations 1 and 2 requires no personals, but you can still make money on those tiers from your $100. And so let's unpack that in a minute and show you what's that all about. So these are the different tiers that are available to you. So we're going anywhere from $100 on tier 1, entry level 1, all the way down to $51,000, $200. So you're doubling the amount. Each level is what required to access that level. Now, you can't just go straight in and just say, you know what, I like the sound of level 5. Level 5, that's for me. I'll put 1,600 in, because you have to buy the previous levels as well. So everybody has to step them way from the first level all the way up. And then what will happen is you will have to just accumulate. So this second column here, let me just put my highlighter back on. This second column will show you total funded amounts. So if you came in at entry level 5, add the previous, it will come up to 3,100, and then you can just keep growing your account there onwards. Okay, you can see each amount you earn. If you earn $100 more, it gives you enough to join the next level. You do another $100 more in your total funded amount, you're going to be able to upgrade yourself to the next level. So keep pulling that money in, and you know, aim to get to the top level from the entry level you started. Whether you're going to come in there from day 1, or you're just going to step your way from level 1 and make your money and then upgrade. Now, this is how the money is divided. When you come in, half of that money is going to go to the trade account. So you can see that 50-50 split here on levels 1 to 7. Okay, and the other half there will go into the D.AI.SY crowd fund. And then each $100 you have in the program will give you an equity share. Like I said, right now you're looking at least 100 million. And to be honest, the volume of money that's pouring into Endotech, that's going to be pouring into Endotech over the course of this year, I mean, the evaluation is going to be, you know, notched up a wee bit, I would say. And then if you look at entry levels 8 to 10, that's a 70-30 split. So 70% of your money goes into a trading account, and 30% of your money will go into the crowd fund, right? So this is the optional referral plan, and a reason why you might want to at least share it with a couple of people from the get-go. So let's just look at the different ways you're going to get earning money here. You're going to earn upfront money. All right. They have a 3x10 matrix. You're going to earn personal referral money, matrix match. You're going to have a pace setter revenue share bonus, and upfront infinity bonus as well. There's also residual income here, guys. And you know, I live and breathe for residual income, man. So there's 10 generation unilevel trading bonus that's been available to you, and also there's an infinity residual bonus on top of that, and of course your stock equity to boot, so that you've got a nice way in which you want to earn from. So you just want to earn from a couple of those, you could just come in and be a passive member. You want to earn from all of those, then share it with at least a few people, and you can earn from that. So let's say that's you I'm talking to, and you've decided, you know what, I like the look of this, I'm going to start sharing this with a few of my friends. You're going to earn a direct 5% bonus from your personal referrals based on what levels they're coming in at. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different scenarios here. So scenario number 1, case 1, is without any spillover. And so this will be, you know, this is a perfect, you know, maths, you know, people coming in 1, 2, 3 on your first level. On your second level, let's break this down. 4th person goes underneath level 1. 5th person goes underneath person number 2, and then the 6th person goes underneath person number 3, and then it will continue to evenly work its way. So you end up with a nice even matrix with no holes in, which is really key here. So if you're a big referrer, a big recruiter, and you're bringing in lots of people front line to you, you don't want to have it all haphazard all over the place. You want to try and influence that, so it's a nice smooth way of you maxing out the levels. Now let's say case number 2, okay, without spillover. All right, you know, I'm sorry, with spillover, you coming in And so you see these arrows here. This is the same thing. This is you again in the nice bright yellow. And then what will happen is above you in the network infrastructure, if you're fortunate to have somebody who's, you know, pretty active, you may start to see people drop right underneath your matrix. Okay, you may not see all of this right now in the interface because like I said, the interface is playing catch up to what's really happening out there. So you're going to see this dropped underneath you, and then, you know, you may end up bringing in somebody, boom, and they go underneath the person that's already got spilt under you. So we'll just, and whichever way it comes, guys, it will just nicely evenly distribute itself into the program. And so you can see here another person got spilled over underneath somebody else in the program. They brought in 2, but they got spill over from another person and ended up with 3 people on their matrix level. So again, nicely spill over from the way the program works. So everybody that comes into the program, whoever they want to go straight to the level 10, they have to pay $100 to get in. And once they pay their $100, they've got these 10 different matrix levels, and these are the number of people on those levels, which would just, it's perfect maths, 3 getting 3 getting 3, all the way down to 10 levels. You're looking at over 59,000 people, and in total over 88,000 people, if that was all filled in. And again, it's not all you doing all that work. That might give you a bit of a heart attack if you had to do that all yourself. No, we're talking about spreading the load and using leverage off other members. So 100 gets you in. If you want to go to the next level, you pay $200, gets you to the next level, and another 400 gets you to the next level. You may be saying to me, yeah, easier said than done, but hopefully by tonight I'll show you a way which it can be easier said than done. So each contribution tier that you fund lets you earn when those same tiers are funded within your matrix. Your funding tier determines the tiers you earn from in the matrix. So if you want to earn on level number 5, guess what? You need to be on level number 5. Higher contribution tiers funding in the matrix will just compress up to the next qualified member. So if you're not available, you know, if you haven't done what you need to do, but somebody else came in under you, of scores that will go to the person who's qualified. And we'll look at the qualification criteria now. So this is your matrix laid out right in front of you. A lot of figures, a lot of money. So let me do my best to break this down. Generations 1 and 2 is what everybody can access without personal referrals. What does that mean? When you come into DAISY, you can have 3 people, whether you've you know, referred them or not. I'm going to show you the example here. They don't have to be personals. They can just be people that fell in the matrix. Underneath your matrix and your level 1, and then on your level 2 you got 9 people, making a total of 12 people filling out those levels. You're going to earn 4% on each $100, so which is about $4. So if you know, put that all together, it's $12. And on this level here, you do the same thing on that level, 9 times 4, it's $36. So you add those 2, you're looking at that kind of money there. Now if you want to benefit from the other levels in the matrix, you do need to have at least 3 personals invited, signed up underneath you, and the total or turnover of at least $1,000. And you know, your matrix has now got a total of 27 people. So in that scenario, you're looking at if you're earning from that, you're looking at tapping into earning on this column $81 in the matrix. Now I want to kind of, and this will just go down these levels. Yeah, you keep going through the matrix, and you can see based on your matrix getting filled and the volume and the, you know, your personal referrals, you know, this is the kind of money you could actually end up making from that your initial 100. But as your matrix grows and as your requirement grows, you can be looking at this kind of figure. So that's pretty healthy, right? If you get a full matrix just by putting $100 in. What if you put more money into the program? What if you decided to come in, let's say, I'm going to show an example if you came in at levels 1 to 7. Yeah, but if you came in at levels 1 to 6, which required 12 people and at least 8,000 turnover, okay, so you've actually done what you need to advance yourself into these levels, okay, you can start to be, you know, tapping into that earning I mentioned earlier. But let's say you just decided, not even decided, you got to a point where your total turnover was enough for you to upgrade to the next level. You know, you've made enough, like I showed in the previous example. If you're coming in up to level 6, which I believe is about $6,000, you know, just under $6,500. If you made a little extra and that gave you enough money to upgrade to level 7, what's going to happen is you're going to start earning from this column instead of this column, and that makes a massive difference to your bottom line here. So what's going to happen is, let's just give you an example. with the same scenario of 3 people that came in with $1,000 turnover, all right? But instead of earning $81, you're now earning from this column, okay? $10,000. Now, how is that possible? Because you unlocked levels 1 to 7, you start earning an override, which deals with this column. And this column will pay you up to just over $43 million once that is filled, okay? Now, let's say that didn't all happen. Let's say only, he ended up 10% of that happening. Even 1% of that actually happening. I'm sure a lot of people will be happy if they didn't make 43 million, that to make even 4 million, or even, $400,000. To get 1% of that correct, is it worth putting the time in? Only you can answer that. Let's say you went all in, you went up to level 10, whether you did this from day one or you you worked your way up to that level, you're going to start earning on this column, guys. And this is just, staggering money we're seeing. Now, for those, I know, people that believe these numbers are just, could never be true, they're just out there, nobody's going to earn that. I just tell you right now, you probably heard that people have already in the first day have earned anywhere between $100,000 to $300,000 day one. So let's fast forward to 30 days from now and let's see what some of that's going to look like. It's going to be absolutely staggering. And why not you is my question. So you can also earn a match on that, okay? So when we start adding some of these additional money that's going to be made available, people won't truly realize the amount the day one launch money actually really made for them, because the 10% matrix match from your personals are going to start kicking in. And then, let's just look at what that is. You can earn 10% from matrix bonus of personally sponsored members generated from 5 generations down. If you are at the $100 contribution level tier, you earn from the $100 matrix. So you would need to, like I say, like anything, right? You want to qualify for those levels. You want to maximize that. Whoever's coming in, you can earn a match on them, and from 5 generations down, which is pretty solid money, guys. Pretty solid money in itself. And it says here, you can only match matrix checks from contribution tiers not higher than your own. Okay, so again, you just got to make sure you're at the right level. All right, so you benefit from it. Now, this is something that is going to be available for the go-getters out there, right? And I know I'm speaking to a whole bunch of you when I talk about this pace setter bonus. So there's people that have already qualified. Last check, I believe there was something like 74 people that had qualified for the pace setter bonus. What is that all about? Basically, the company, the smart contract has been designed in a way that will give you an ability that if you unlock any matrix levels between 3 and 9 in your first 30 days, you get the next matrix level unlocked for life. I mean, that is huge. So this is the gold pace setter I'm going to be talking about. Unlock level 10 in your first 30 days and become a gold pace setter. I'm going to speak a bit slowly here. I really want this one to land, guys. Whatever you're doing between now and the next 30 days, I want you to ask yourself a question. Is it going to give you the money and the lifestyle that you crave for, or you desire, or you believe you should be having? Because if it doesn't, I'm going to just make a recommendation that you shelve it for now and you pick it up in 30 days time and you focus your energy and effort on this. So what this is all about, you're going to get a profit share of 1.8% of all crowdfunding and 1.25% of all worldwide trading profits. I'm going to repeat that again. You're going to get profit sharing in 1.8% of crowdfunding and 1.25% of all worldwide trading profits that are taking place. If you ever see the amount of trading profits that we're looking at right now and the amount of people that are pouring into this, you would not sleep too well for the next 30 days. Not that I'm encouraging it. I don't want nobody coming to me with doctor's reports and all sorts of stuff and big black marks under their eyes. But hey, join the club. So why I say this is that on top of that, you're going to earn the equity share of 5% of Endotech stock. And why it's, some people who've decided to really focus on this already make that a reality for themselves. Now, it's again, it's down to each one of your own desires and everything else, but I think this is worth spending the next 30 days being pretty proactive over. I'll just let you know, if you hadn't watched or wasn't on the co-founder Zoom they did at 6 a.m. this morning. I know the time zone's like crazy. 6 a.m. this morning, Jeremy Roma said that each leadership pool, and I may be jumping ahead here. I actually may be jumping ahead here. So that's another pool I'm going to talk about in a minute. Let me not get ahead of myself. I'm getting too excited here. So the gold pay setter bonus looks like this, guys. Your Tron wallet is going to be like a, it's going to be flattened, hopefully, with nothing but contributions taking place all over from members all around the world. I mean, this is opened up for people right now. I thought it was going to happen 30 days from now. People are qualifying for this stuff right now. And so they're not waiting 30 days to qualify, right? They're waiting like 30 hours and it's like, boom, I'm here. So you can earn from every single contribution made by every single member around the world. So it's no longer about you and your team. Yeah, it goes way beyond that now, way beyond that. So worth tapping into. Now, this is the pace setter leadership bonus. I was going to reveal the cat out of the bag too quick that I want to talk to you about. They've had to re-engineer some of the referrals and guys, this is just like worth doing, man. If you can do it in the first 30 days, then God bless you. Receive 1 share when 3 of your personally sponsored members become gold pay setters. So is it worth you bringing at least 3 people in? I believe it may be worth speaking to at least 3 people here. You can receive as many shares as you qualify for. All right, so this is the qualification for the pay setter leadership bonus. So remember here, 1.8% of every contribution worldwide, 1.25% of all trading profits are divided between qualified leaders based on pool shares, so that they're going to pay that out accordingly. And if I got this right, if I heard this right, I know it was early morning, but it was $63,000 a share. We'll say that again. That worked out day one, $63,000 a share. How much of that do you want? How many shares do you want? What is that share going to look like 30 days from now? My mind blows every time I think about that. So let's just talk about the residual trading bonus. Okay. If anybody's fainted, please help them out and make sure that they're okay. So the unilevel residual trading bonus. This is a residual component that I absolutely love, because guess what? This is done from the trading aspect. It's not based on people joining. It's based on, well, to some degree it is, because they need to have people in the program, but you know what I mean? It's based on the trading that's taking place from Endotech side. So let's look at how this works. Your personals, you're going to earn a 3.5% override. Now, remember when I said when your personals join you, you earn 5% on their contribution into D.AI.SY crowdfund. But guess what? You're going to earn another 3.5% on the back end now when the money that it came in. Remember, half of their money, at least half of their money, goes into the trade fund. And so you're going to now earn at least 3.5% on that, on your level 1 people. What about your level 2 people? 1%, all the way down to 10%, 10 levels, 1%. And to qualify for this, okay, remember levels 1 and 2 is just like we have in the matrix. You don't need to qualify for it. That's automatically you're going to earn from. But levels 3 to 10 now, you need to follow the matrix rules. So remember those 3 people on your level 3? You remember those 24 people on your level 10? That's all going to be relevant for you to earn and max on this level. So whether you've maxed the matrix, whether you've maxed this, there's many different ways here that you can start to earn from. This is going to be fully dynamically compressed. So if you're the one that's qualified, you've gone out there, you shared it with at least 3 people, and you've done what your bit. If you've got other people on level 3 that didn't qualify, guess what? You earn their 1%. Isn't that amazing? Like, this is serious money here, guys, that we're talking about just from the trading front. And so again, pay setter leadership bonus. You're going to also earn one share when 3 of your personally sponsored members become gold pay setters. I mean, they're giving you money front end, they're giving you money on the back end here. It's just absolutely incredible. And so you're going to see here that 1.8% contribution worldwide, and of all trading profits divided between all qualified members based on the number of pool shares in there. So these are 3 different categories of members. Anybody who's tier 1 to 7, their 50% goes into the D.AI.SY fund. tiers 8 to 10, 70% goes into the D.AI.SY fund. And if you're a VIP customer, 100% goes into your own personal account you can earn from. So let's just quickly address that. To become a VIP customer, you need to be in levels 1 to 10, and 100% of your funds goes into the trading. And you're looking at about a minimum of 20,000. So by that point, 20,000 would be something that you'll probably be used to earning, and have that money in your trading fund. And so that stays in your personal wallet, and 5% will go to Endotech, and then 80% of the profits you're going to keep. So very, very exclusive. It's going to be available coming soon. So how do you get started? There's 3 different ways you can get started, which we were primarily telling people was to get a Clever wallet, Tron wallet, and TronLink. And it's actually TronLink has now become the preferred wallet to use because they have a desktop plugin, which I'll talk about in a second, and they also have a mobile phone app that you can use. So we recommend using TronLink, downloading it. Please mute your mics, please, and prepare to at least $100, and you want to have at least 10% more to be on the safe side, because as we know, the markets can fluctuate. They can go up, they can go down. As we've seen, Tron has actually slightly retraced. And you can get that link from your personal referrer, and which is one of the hottest tickets right now. And I think they said what's the most used word in 2021 is have you got your link yet? Purchase a minimum of entry level 1 and secure your spot in the matrix so that you can actually participate. So ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about together we can create history here. History has already been created, first and foremost, on day 1. These figures that have come out from some of these leaders that have made money and have building, pre-building from a long while now, getting there, everybody in place now. But now that you're in, we've got a 48-hour window, right, where the matrix will be opened. What does that mean? You can earn on the matrix levels that you are paid into. So you may not necessarily have all of the requirements for that level in terms of numbers and everything else, but you may have paid into that level. Those levels will be open for you to be able to earn on. And so there's a lot of things here right now, guys, that we know that from a website point of view may not fully be operational, but from a blockchain point of view, it's 100% working exactly as it should be. On an Endotech standpoint, everything is sweet, and there is an update on that. So ladies and gentlemen, that is tonight's webinar overview on what D.AI.SY is, and I'm amazed I actually managed to cram it in less than an hour. So I really want to spend the next several minutes addressing some of the challenges that are currently out there in terms of people wanting to register and become part of this. Again, let me just see if my guest is on here, but he's not on here. That's fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just give a brief 30-second break, and I'll be back. So let me just put the recording on pause, and then we will resume in a second. Alrighty, so guys, this is more you than me. So any questions you have, please let me know. Any challenges that are out there. I mean, I don't know if I'm opening up myself for the next worst 30 minutes of my life with some of these technical problems. But I'm not professing I know all the answers, but I know where you can get the answers. So if anything, I can direct you to the right video, I can direct you to the right links and stuff like that. But I want to address something that I found to be working for myself. In fact, I need to bring in my other computer at this stage. So I mentioned about TronLink and why you want to install TronLink on your browser. So let's just go here. Let me just show you. Actually, probably not. Let me show you on Chrome. Even though you can actually use this stuff on different computers or whatnot, I want to show you on Chrome, because Chrome is going to be the preferred browser to be doing this stuff on. So let me home screen instead. If you do use Opera as I do, you probably could do the same thing, right? But let me just show you something that I know that works extremely well. So if you go on to tronlink.org, and I'll just, I believe everybody, unless you're a guest, has already done this, has already installed TronLink, but you might not have installed it on your desktop. Now, if you've got it on your desktop, you're going to have a little icon here that says TronLink has access to this site, right? So if I click on that, you're going to see there is a, there is an account here. It's got Daisy in it and stuff like that, Daisy's name. So that is an account that's linked. So when you type in, when you install this browser from here, Chrome extension, Chrome Web Store, all right, you're going to go here and then you are going to paste the referral link of whoever's invited you into Daisy. Now, I know right now maybe not everybody's got links out there because of the way we've had problems just registering some of our people into the program, and there's obviously two different ways in which we're doing it. Where one way is this way, the other way is directly on the blockchain, which I'll show you a video that you can go to and then follow the steps of how to do it that way. Okay, so let's just have a look at this real quick. For you to go to Daisy, everybody's referral link, whoever's invited you obviously will have a different referral link, but the format is daisy.global/r/username, whatever that person's username is. So at the moment, you might not be able to grab the address directly from within the dApp, all right? Because not, like I said, not all the functions are quite working within the Daisy app. But if you're able to get in and you click on copy referral link and it doesn't grab everything, basically you're going to have to manually add the username that you signed up with. Okay, that's the probably easiest way for me to show you that. Let me I'm going to just go onto my other computer so I can show you what I did there to get it working for a number of people. So as that comes in, so that's what you need to do first and foremost. If you've got a desktop, great. And if you haven't, let me see. I'm trying to get that other account into the meeting, and I can't see how I can get that in. Oh, I've done that wrong. It's wrong meeting. Sorry, one sec, guys. Join a meeting. I put the wrong meeting ID in, so if I put this one in, I'm sure that would help. So let me see. Just one sec, guys. Just realized I forgot the wrong meeting ID. So it's 819 033 05388. Oh, it's not doing anything. Right, here we go. 819 033 05388. Turn off. Join. Okay, and meeting password is 1234566. Voila. Okay, so that's taking care of that. Oops. Turn this down. Right. Okay, so I've just rejoined my computer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share this screen. I'm going to stop this screen share here, and then I'm going to share my other screen. I can show you exactly what I mean. Right. Okay, so let me just do this screen share. Yep. Daisy Chrome. Yep, I'm going to share that. I don't need to share that. And hopefully all is well. That should start coming up. Okay, right, fine. So you can see my screen here. Let me just turn off my vid for a minute. So what I did, oh guys, just mute yourself. Thanks very much. So what I did, just going to show you. I just did this for one of the members in the program. In order for you to, and this is what you can do for your individual teams, right? As you can see in the background here, it's showing, some of the information is correct. It's not quite showing the amount of Daisy AI participants because there's AI development funds shown as 0, but it's showing, Daisy members. It's also showing Pacesetter members, about 78 of them right now. So everybody's report, and you may just see this may just be spinning for you on your phone. Everybody's report isn't going to show much more than tier 1 and the next level tier 2. So if you've upgraded to tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, whatever, it's still going to show tier 2. So don't get freaked out by it. The website is playing catch up big time. It's going to be probably not resolved for maybe several days before it will actually report back as it should be. So what you can do, and what I've tested out and I know works, is so again, just mute yourself, guys. Save me disrupting my thing here. What you can do, you can get the private key that you've used to join TronLink. So those of you who have, if you first got told about this project, you might have had TronLink. Sorry, you might have had Tron Wallet, you might have had Clever before you got TronLink. And what you would have done is grabbed your private key, which is literally a case of going into backup and grabbing your private key. And so what I've done, I've tested it on 2 accounts now. Let me just share. I just want to minimize my screen here so I can see it myself. I've done it on 2 accounts now. I've gone into, if you clicked on here, I've done this for a member in the community, and I did a restore of the account. Okay, so I went in here, I did a restore of the what's it called? The private key. Okay, so let's just say I'm working with, let me choose a name. Let me choose Mark, right? I put Mark's name here, right? He's somebody who's already, he's got his wallet set up and everything else, but he can't log in because the software on the phone is giving him trouble. And if he hasn't got a desktop, this is an option which I would do. I would say to Mark, okay, you know what, Mark, send me your private key. Okay, so I would only really do this with my front line, and then whoever else is your front line, you can do it with them if you've got a desktop. And at the moment, this is a way that's seems to work. I'll show you the other method in a second. So I'll choose a name here, click on continue, and the method in which I want to import his private key is, of course, private key. He could also give me his 12 to 24 seed words. Now, the thing is, guys, this isn't something that you really want to just be hanging out and giving to people willy-nilly, because this gives you access to their account. All right, so these are just like, if I would prefer to do a Zoom with somebody, they log in, they do it on their account, and they get up and running. Okay, but you wouldn't want to just be doing this with, let's just all see what's going on your Zoom, and you're pasting your private key and you're showing your seed words, because you're basically giving everybody direct access to your whole account. So you wouldn't do this on a public Zoom, and whoever you're working with, ideally you would want to do it on their computer, not to import it on yours. But based on a workaround, again, I just want to get that out there, so you're not just sending private keys and seed words all over the place, and it's just not the done thing. You don't want to do that. You don't even want to think about doing that. But you do want to set yourself up on a desktop if you can, and then work with whoever you're working with. If you can meet them, great. If you can't, do a Zoom and then just blank out the bits you need to blank out. Right, so you would basically be pasting your private key into this section. Okay, so if I was working with Mark and I'm on his computer, or we've done a remote, and his name is there to differentiate him, because you can have as many wallets as you want, right? So to differentiate his account from my account, I will put Mark there, and I will grab the either the 12 to 24, which I'd rather not. I'd rather get the private key and get him to paste it in this window here, click continue, and then his wallet will come up. That's how quick it can be. So I want to make sure everyone's clear. Every time you import, you're doing a copy of your wallet address and everything that's already in Clever, that may be in Tron Wallet, may already be in TronLink. You can interchange all of that quite comfortably. All of your are mirrors of what's on the blockchain. They're just a nice interface so that you know what you're doing and you don't have to have a PhD to understand what those numbers are. But once you do an import, so again, that's why you don't want to be really giving out that stuff, because after that, that's your own private thing. And then obviously that account is linked to Daisy. So when those big money starts coming in, you don't want to have a breach of security and anything like that. So that's why I like TronLink on the desktop, because it just works. It just, you know, seems to work a lot better. It may not work straight away. It may not be seamless. We know right now they're working on the website, but it is a way that I've proven at least 3 times today that I'm able to sign up somebody and pay for their smart contract. Okay. And because I made a mistake, I had to pay for it twice. So that's one way that works. And then you can go through the tiers, as I showed here. As you can see here in the background, you can go through the tiers. At the moment, it's just spinning around, which it does. You know, it may just need a refresh. But once you pay for your tiers, the most important thing out of all of that, once you've done the tiers, is that you can see the transaction. And let me just go here. Let me just go back here real quick. I can see the transactions here. I did a mistake there. The one I did earlier. The energy. I want to just talk about this real quick. There's energy involved in the transaction that's taking place. Okay, energy is like your fees that are associated, and what you're aiming to do is to, just so that, because you're doing a lot of transactions, it's just having a buffer of money that you're going to have in freezing these funds that are going to allow you to have a certain amount of energy when you're doing these transactions. Sometimes it's known as gas energy, you know, basically the means in which you're doing transactions. So you're doing that ahead of time, and should just make the whole process maybe smoother. Sometimes you may even get a message saying your bandwidth's not big enough, and I only saw that once actually today. So by you freezing a certain amount of Tron, now for $100, I froze about 10%. I froze about 300 Tron. And then you can freeze more. We recommend having at least 10% more. Yeah, sure, Dave, I'll get to you in a minute. You can at least have 10% more in frozen assets. It's not going to be frozen for life. It's only going to be frozen for 72 hours. So you should have that there. It's not a definitely must have, but you can have it there. And if you find that you haven't got it and you get through, then fine, great. But if you don't have it and you're having problems, you may just need to just add more Tron. Now, at the moment, some of the transactions are getting denied. They're coming up with insufficient funds, even though you might have enough funds. And I did this earlier, and I put more than enough funds in there, and it didn't obviously take those funds, but it was just more than it needed in order for the transaction to go through, because of these fees that are just slightly creeping up, because we believe because of the volume. You're looking over 40,000 people had joined this one smart contract in the last 24 hours. I mean, there's tons of other smart contracts out there. So the volume that's being generated is causing a lot of that, right? So I'm just going to say that if you want to do this, if you're on a desktop, click on obtain, select the amount of Tron. Like I said, this 300 Tron is about $10. And then confirm. Of course, it's going to verify this your wallet address. Boom, click that, and then you're going to freeze a bit more for your transactions. So when I was doing a transaction earlier today, the account had $230 or something like that, and it wouldn't go through for a 200 tier upgrade. I pushed it to 290 and it went through, and there was $63 left over. So it still took about 230, right? But it didn't take the rest I put in. It just needs maybe a bit over and beyond what you need just for the transaction to go through. So I know when I'm seeing some error messages like invalid, whatever, you may even get an invalid, which sounds like there's insufficient funds. It doesn't necessarily say insufficient. It may just be that, but it will, inside of the app, I've seen it saying insufficient, and then I've just added more funds, and that went through. That did the job. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to talk about. And then the last thing, whenever you're doing a transaction, you can just see if your balance is $162, click on refresh and you'll see the balance has changed. Also, just to keep in mind, each time you do a transaction, it's going to show up on the blockchain. It may not show up in the app nice and sweet and lovely as we hope it would be, but it's going to at some point, right? It's going to do at some point. But right now, you can just see for yourself that this is the true barometer. It won't take that same transaction twice. So if you're trying to upgrade, you go into Daisy, you're in here, and it may just ask you, let me just click on it just so that I'm not losing you. You under reports, right? When you click on it and you click on tier 1, it may show you that you need to pay for tier 1. But if you've got a back office like this, you've already paid for tier 1. So if you try to do it again, it will come up as invalid. So you don't need to repeat that purchase. You've done that, you've made a note of it. And if you wasn't even sure you made that purchase, just click on your history, click on your sent money, and you can see here minus 3,700, which I know is roughly around $100. Yeah. And then if this was minus 6,000, that would tell me I've upgraded to tier 2, which is $200. So if you just keep doubling it, you'll see those transactions going through that way. All right. So so hopefully that's made it clear. I hope I'm not made it confusing. Just install the plugin if you've got a desktop, Mac, not necessarily a desktop, a computer, Windows, Mac, whatever, that you can install it on, and then try to sign up underneath your referrers link using that acronym, daisy.crowd/r/username. I'm going to stop this screen share on here now and return back to my screen. I think I've got a question. Was that David? Did I see you? Yeah, David.
That's correct.
Oh yeah.
That's correct. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, go fantastic. Just a quick one. It's two questions.
Right.
Number one,
each question is going to cost you 100 Tron. Yeah, so make it a good question.
That worth it.
Yeah.
Right. Just to set up Mike, I think I've got issue. I've spoken to you earlier on today. We're going to call you once you're ready. I am not ready. I've got the laptop in front of me. We can crack on with that one. That one aside. Now, I counted, the people on the Zoom tonight, about 49 people or something. If we come up with a syndicate structure, for example, at least 20 people, $5,000 each, we can achieve that level 10 and that global income. What do you think? Is a suggestion? No.
Personally, I think it's if you're grouping people, I would only do it with people like and trust. I would not do it with people you don't know. When it comes to this money and the type of money, things change very fast. And then, it's just too many people. I would set up one account. Like if you're in a family situation, and I've spoken to a couple of people who are coming in and their wives coming in and their children are coming in. I'm saying what you want to do, pull those resources, make that one account, make it at least to level 7, $12,000. If you can get all that account into one, and then make that account. I mean, there's lots of leaders that are not even taking a second position. They're pairing up with somebody else. So I would say maybe 2 or 3 at most. That I'm, when I'm speaking to people, pull your resources that way as a unit, as a family unit, and then do it. Because then you can maximize the amount of referrals you'll need. If you all come to the table, you need 24 to max it. You say, all right, you know what, let's do 7, 8 each or whatever number you're at based on, where you're at in the comp plan. Then I would say do that. Maximize the efforts on one, because I had somebody who was, I sent my link to join, and she had already signed up with somebody else at the same time she was going to sign up with me. And I just said to her, don't bother, don't bother signing up with me. Just go with that other person. Just focus your energy there. I might be losing out on money, but I'm like, you know what? Just do it, because it's not about jockeying for positions here. You're going to do yourself a disservice. So if you're going to do it in like what you mentioned, a syndicate, definitely wouldn't do it like that on this, because it's going to go to somebody's blockchain wallet, and you know what I mean. And then a hell of a lot of trust is going to be needed. over and beyond. And we know even in a family can break up over money.
That is
With all
correct.
the best will in the world, when a lot of money starts to come into the equation, things change. Human nature.
You change, yes.
Yeah. So I would just recommend either focusing on what you're doing right now, maybe getting your one position up to a good spot, sharing it with people, and just building from there up to the levels that you can go to.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Great question.
Thank you.
Yeah. So there was that 2 questions. Yeah. That was 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second one. The
Okay.
first one
Cool.
is just me setting up on your private time. Once you're ready, we can just share the link and then you can set me up.
Yeah. Cool. All right. No worries. I'll give you my wallet. You can send a 200 Tron to. No problem.
Fantastic.
No worries. I see something in the chat. Let me just check the chat. Carl's raised his hand. Carl, do you want to unmute yourself? Oh, I've seen that on the chat now.
Hi, matey. How you doing?
Yeah, doing great.
I need to finish up because I have downline who needs their link, so I need to get my things sorted this evening.
Yeah,
So
in your case, because I'm gonna be, I don't know if Harold's on here. I'll be finishing up with him, and then he should be live so that we can get the links out to the next set of people, well, to yourself,
I'm
and whoever else. Are you there? Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, so
Harold is
we're gonna
there.
be working on that.
I did send him some information that I need to finish up this evening so that I can get my person who's already done their Tron wallet and all of that. So, there's spanner in the works here. Could you move the spanner for me, please?
Yeah, tell him to move the spanner. You hearing that, Angel?
Spanner's moved.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna sort it out. Like I said, it wasn't until today that I was 100% sure, because I've been working on this myself yesterday, and it wasn't working in the manner that I was hoping for it to work in terms of sign up. But today, I've been able to, prove it a few times now on the desktop version. Let me just paste this in the chat. I'm seeing that's a Tron link link for the extension that you can plug in. Let me just check these questions. I need to complete. Okay, Carl. Yep. All right, I've done that. Can you speak to you offline? Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. So yeah, Trevor, just private message me your number. I don't have your number, so just PM me your number. Okay, I think that's it. Now the other method, guys, I sent an email out, which is, for some of you, it ain't going to be a problem doing it. Some of you you may not want to do it that way, but it's going directly onto the blockchain, and there's a video on this. I'm not going to spend time going through this today. There was a Zoom on it. I should have this recording on it, but there is oh, somebody's unmuted. Hold on. Let me just Sammy, did you want to ask a question? No. Okay. No. Okay, cool. I'm going to lower Carl's hand there, mute Carl for now. Right, so I think we're good. So there's another way in which you can do it, which is basically going on TronScan, okay, and looking for, you can identify the smart contract and signing up or upgrading that way. There are some good videos on that, so I'm not even gonna, if you're in the private Facebook group with Rabu, and let me just bring up that group here. He covers that extensively in the video. So let me just go here. I'm going to bring up my site real quick. And these sites, if you've got a promo page, then great. These sites will have updated your link in there, or way to have your link updated. I think you just need to contact support to have your web page updated. So this is the group with Rabu Gary. For those of you who don't know, he's the business partner. He's actually might kick off right now. He didn't kick off. Normally start straight away. He's the business partner of Jeremy Roma, who's actually more frontline and center of a lot of this. So if you go in the Facebook group, whoever's invited you to the program will be able to give you access to the or invite you in, because they'll ask you who's your referrer, and they'll let you know. So inside of here, so again, It's a great resource. We got heads up on this project before it went live. Of course, the Daisy PowerPoint is there, the one I just went through. He's just posted, if you need to buy some Tron, you know, minimum $1,000, you can hit him up from there. But let me look at the announcement section, because I believe in the announcement section where he's got his robe on, and there is a Vimeo recording out there that, yeah, this one here, right? Let me just pause that. This is where he breaks down what you need to do if you want to do it by Tron scan and going through it manually, right? So watch the video a couple of times to get your head around it. And then, you know, these are the steps. Scroll down, go to the right contract box, select box 1, and then box 2 says register, and then paste. This is important, of course. This address will be from your sponsor's Tron wallet. So, you know, they will give you those details. So that's the other method, guys. If you cannot do it the way I've shown you, right, you're going to have to do it inside of Tron Scan and following that, watching that video and following those steps. Okay, so hopefully one of those 2 ways will work for you. Once you've done that, you're going to be good to go. Just do it in, you know, take your time, watch the video and go through it. If you feel that's, you know, a bit overwhelming, just try and do what I just showed you. Import the, you know, the Chrome extension, and with the Chrome extension, try and sign up yourself. Yeah. Please don't just be sending out your private keys and stuff to people for them to do it for you. If somebody offers you anything like that, you know, that you, especially if you don't know them, just refuse. So of course, if you need a VPN, there's a VPN here that you can use so that you can go into Daisy. That's all I'll say on that. This is obviously a promo, little promo video, that a teaser video. I think it's the same one I shared. A bit more of an overview of Daisy. Great overview by Jeremy. You know, kind of really good insight to himself. Great interview with Dr. Anna. And I have to ask Jeremy where he gets those amazing shirts from, man. Just real flamboyant colors there. Then it's a 6-minute video, a bit more of an insight, and of course learning how to convert Tron for Daisy. There's multiple ways in which you can do it. You can even do it inside a Clever wallet, even though we're not necessarily using Clever. You can actually buy direct, maybe a little bit more expensive. You can buy it via Binance and exchange it to your wallet. You can buy it via, you know, do an exchange via Exeter, whatever you've got access to. You can do it by multiple ways, not just one way to do it. Whatever you're comfortable with, wherever you've got your money, wherever you want to do it, you can do it from there. And then of course there's, you know, one of my resource I just put up. Let me just put it up here, which is probably going to need to have a slight update now because we're now launched. So I need to change this thing here. Let me just put my details in here real quick. And it's actually showing actually decent today. Let me just put in here. Okay, so again, you've got there's a resource here, covers pretty much everything you need. You should have anyway. If you, oh shame, the email address. This is mainly aimed at brand new people. If you want to be just kept in the loop of stuff, that resource is here, and I'll just paste that in the chat there. I'm going to remove this pre-registration thingy, but again, a couple of videos, you know, same kind of deal here. But below are just different resources to either buy Tron or convert Tron. Convert Tron, you can use Simple Swap. Is one such method I like. I believe somebody had problems with it, but I've never had a problem. I've had a delay with it, but never had a problem with it. So you can transfer Bitcoin, whatever you've got, into Tron. Just change the ticker to Tron, and then put in your Tron wallet and click on exchange, and then it will prompt you for your Bitcoin for you to make the purchase. Or if you're doing it in Ethereum or Litecoin or wherever you've got your money, oh, you could even do it in pound sterling. I didn't even know that. You can do it in pound sterling. So minimum $10, and probably can do it that way, to exchange it that way. So hopefully that's helped you guys. Any last questions you have, feel free to let me know, so I can hold it fresh, as they say. I can't seem to get into my Daisy account. Only the introduction page. Is there a particular way? Great question. Now, if you're already in, like you've paid, you're already in the program, you won't need to then go back. Let's say in this scenario, let me close, just type in Daisy .global/referrer/username. All right, let me actually, my one's there. I just actually, I don't want to just, let me just put username. So if that was the username you used and you registered, yeah, and it gave you that nice interface. In fact, let me just put that mine up so that you can kind of see that what you should get and what you need to do to change it. So if I've gone, let me just come out of, okay. If I've, it comes here, this is what, in my case, because I'm already in, it should come up with automatic login, okay? So, and this is linked to my wallet, so it's just automatic login. If you've already signed in, all you really need to have is just daisy.global showing. You don't need to have the referrer and all that kind of stuff. But even if you did, it should still take you in. But to make sure, just daisy.global, as long as it's it's linked to the wallet in question that you've used to sign up for Daisy, it will just take you in. It should show you that automatic login feature, and it should take you in from there. No other link is required besides daisy.global, okay, at that stage. So once you've signed up from your referrer, do that, and then you're good to go. Kim, yeah.
For some strange reason, it's not. It's still, as I'm doing what you've just done, and it's still coming up as the basic page, but it doesn't actually say login with the same.
Oh, it does. It doesn't give you the login.
No, it doesn't at all.
What comes up?
All right, I'm going to tell you what comes up. And this is something that I need to be logging on through my app. Is that right?
How are you doing it? You doing it on your desktop or on the phone?
I was doing it on the phone.
The phone, I would not say. I would forget the phone completely right now because it's not working on the phone. The website just ain't working, to be honest. So the only way I found it to work is using it on a desktop.
Okay.
Because outside of that, you're gonna have to do the Tron scan way and watch that video that Rabu did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, in saying that, I did actually, after like, I don't know how many hours, I did look at my phone and I saw, which is right now the case. I can see right now I'm inside of Daisy on my Tron link, but I dare not log out or exit. But it took a while to get there. But yeah, really, we're kind of like forgetting the phone. If it does work, great, but it's generally not working. The only way I've seen it actually been able to work for anybody is by me doing it on the desktop.
Okay, because I'm on the desktop right now trying to do it, and it's not coming up either. It comes up if I put my full.
Okay. Do you want to share your screen at all, or
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to stop the recording and then actually I'll leave it recording. So yeah, you just share your screen then. Let me stop mine. Might as well just use this time to make sure you're working. So on the desktop, we add the Chrome extension. That's correct. Yeah, you go to Chrome. Even if you use a different browser, go to Chrome and then plug in.
Can you see my screen?
I can. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, great.
All right. Okay, so I should just be able to get in with this.
Okay, hold on one second. There's something I'm not seeing here. I'm just going to request control real quick. Okay. So yeah, let me know when you see.
Oh, approve. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. All right. So your extensions under here, jigsaw piece.
I think I was going to ask. Yeah.
All right. So first thing you want to do, you want to make sure it's pinned to your desktop. Okay. So that it has that interaction
Yeah.
piece there. So that might be just all you needed to do in that case. And then if we hit daisy.global, it should then, let's have a look. Let's have a look. The automatic login.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that wasn't there before.
Right, yeah. So it's probably the fact that you didn't pin this to your extensions. That's actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because without you pinning it, it's not going to show. So you need to pin it. So you can stop your screen share now if you want.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else you wanted to show me.
No, I think it was just that really, but I think we've gone in.
It's not quick, by the way. It may take a few minutes to spin. Yeah.
Okay.
But it will get there. A bit like, you know, British Railway back in the day. It will get there. Yeah. So this is the time, if you go make a cup of tea, it's like the old dial-up days of the internet. You know, you put your router on, make it, you know, make all the crazy noises, come back, and then you've loaded up the page you was after. So this is where we're kind of at with this, but at least it does get you in eventually.
Okay, so for now, forget the phone and can go in via the PC.
Yeah.
Okay, and for transferring the money, with
Yeah, transferring the money. That if you clicked on the icon, your TronLink icon. Oh, there you go. Accept that. I'm glad that came up while we were waiting. Oh, let me do it. Oh, you waiting for me? I'll do it.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't do it anymore because I came off. Yeah, so just click accept.
Oh, okay. Accept.
Yeah. So it will come up, and then now you're in your back office.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you try to do the same thing on a phone, it will probably just still sit there until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now let that spin. You know, don't try and rush that bit. But what I would say, what I will do with you right now, so that you've done it, you can click on energy so that you've got you've frozen some of your, just click on freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, confirm that real quick. Right. And so this is gonna be this is actually good. This is actually good that we're doing this now. So inside, you want to click on obtain at the top. You've got obtain and rent. Just go to the right a bit. Move your mouse. You stay underneath that red line. Go back down a bit. Yeah, go to the right.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so, you know, I would say roughly you're going to need about 10% to cover what you're doing. So if you look at if 100 Tron is about what's that, $3 or something like that. So you could do like, you know, 300, about $10 worth. If you're doing tier 1, this is you've done tier 1 already. Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah.
So you're doing tier 2 upwards. So you may want to freeze maybe about $50 worth. Yeah.
Right.
So maybe 1,500 Tron.
Okay, and what exactly am I? Sorry,
this is just like you're going to have to pay a fee whenever you do a transaction. Yeah. So by you, I'm going to just bring up a website. Actually, it's pretty good to have. By you freezing a certain amount or blocking a certain amount, it would ease the transaction. You know, it will make the transaction a bit more seamless when it's going through, and it might not cost you as much. I think somebody said it really well. It's like a toll. You know, you're paying a toll. Rather than you stopping to pay the toll, it's just going to put you through. And a lot of this stuff is to do with speed. Yeah. So if you're doing it from now, let me just work out how much 1,500 Tron actually is. That's about $42. So I'm pretty good on the money there. So I would say, you know, you can do anything like that. Convert maybe 2,000 Tron. Convert it. That's about $55. It's going to freeze, and then if it's not used, it will be returned back to you. So you know, it's worth doing. Yeah. So you see the bandwidth has increased, and you're locking that in for at least 72 hours. So yeah, do that.
So I just freeze that.
Freeze that, yeah. Have you frozen? Like it's all stopped. Okay. Did you click freeze?
Accept and it's
Oh,
frozen.
there you go. There you go. All right. Okay. So click OK on that. Yeah, just click it in middle. So that's fine. So you can see there total frozen is 2000 Tron. Yeah, and total bandwidth is 3295. So again, it's just part and parcel of doing transactions. This should I suppose speed the transaction. Okay, now if you just want to click back to Daisy for me, I just want to see if it stops spinning around. The next, just go back a tab.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. That's pretty cool. Just keep go. Do you want me to share? I can see it. So let me just,
because you know what it is. I've got that thing underneath.
You've got the thing. You can drag it to the left or the right, but as well.
Oh,
you can drag it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it.
All right, and then you should see Daisy next to it, next to that Tron scan. There you go. All right, so it looks like you're in. So why don't you just do it now while you're here? Let's see what comes up. So if you scroll up scroll up to the top.
Right, hold on. Am I approving or declining right now?
Oh, you always have to approve. I can't see that bit, by the way.
Oh no, but what I'm saying is it you wanted to do something or just
Oh yeah, I did, but
just leave it?
That was earlier, but yeah, give me access anyway, because I like all right. So all right, so yeah, so I just rolled you up to the top there. So if you click on tier 2,
yeah,
right, and then scroll down, you're going to do this for every step. So I'll just do this and then I'll leave you be.
The funny thing is that that's why I'm not sure at the moment, because I done this yesterday. Oh,
did it go through yesterday? Oh, you're not sure?
Yes, it did. Well, because from my transactions on the wallet,
yeah,
on the Tron link, it shows that 2 of them gone through.
Oh, right. Okay, so fine. So then go to so I don't know how many tiers you're going up to. I might be pushing you higher than you want to, but go far up as to where you want to go. So tier 3.
Let me see what has gone through.
Because we should be able to see it on if we look at your transaction history. But if you're looking on your phone, then fine.
Yeah. I think that's it's already done. I've already done it, but what my concern was going back into.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. If you look at your transaction history, it will show
I've done,
you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Oh, you've done 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So that.
Okay, fine. All right. So then it's just to do the 4th one, because even if you try to do the same transaction again, it would reject it.
It's the same transaction.
Yeah, if you try to pay for tier 1 again or tier 2 again,
it would I get
it will reject it. It will come up with an error message. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So yeah, so great. So if you want to do tier 4 and then just try that. Can you see it? All right. Yeah, there you go. And then the other thing there to confirm, you can see your registered wallet address, because I've noticed where the address isn't showing. So that's why it fails. So you should, so that looks fine. So click OK there. And then hopefully that goes through. Let me just check any questions people have. So the new password you set replaces the mobile. When you're doing an import, Tron Wallet uses a password that's different to your mobile. But there's some password that was. Let me just rephrase and say, sometimes I've seen some issues around passwords. I've had to delete Tron Link because it was asking me for a password, and for the life of me, I was trying every password that I normally use, and it wouldn't accept it. So I deleted the app, reinstalled it, and it prompted me when I did the import for a new password. But I know I've seen some people with password issues, and that's pretty much as a result of that. So great. I think that's it for this. Kim, what will happen is if it doesn't happen anytime soon, just leave it. Don't mess with it. Don't refresh it or anything. Just let it do its thing. just keep an eye on just, I would say just keep an eye on this page, because what will happen is, based on your settings, it will pop up asking you to approve this transaction.
Yeah, which it just done.
Oh, we did that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So what might happen is, if you look on your phone, yeah, this transaction might have actually cleared. Oh, right, it says transaction is failed. I'm just gonna say it might clear.
Yeah, it's come up as failed. Yeah.
Yeah, but in your wallet, has it taken that money, or has it definitely failed?
No, it says failed in my wallet.
Okay, fine. Okay, cool. So what you can do is refresh. Now, because there's one thing I've noticed. In fact, let me just do this. I want to highlight this. On the top of your where it says total for DAISY AI development, it's showing 0. So I noticed when you see there at the top there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it should be showing a lot more than that. It's like I think over 17 million as when I last kind of eyeballed it. That was more like that figure, and it had your username, like when I was doing it earlier, the username of the person was showing at the top as well, and so it's blank at the moment. So I noticed when those parameters aren't there, it doesn't go through as I'd hoped. So I'm just going to refresh your screen, and because I had to refresh a couple of times in order for that to actually work. So I'm not seeing this change at the moment. So I would probably suggest you're just going to have to refresh a couple of times and just see if if all of these codes, you may have to go out and go back in, but refresh it a few times and see if this number actually comes up for DAISY AI development. And if not, just come out, go back in and refresh, and that will probably do it.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool, great. I've got a couple of questions, I think. Yeah, so I think I've answered that one. Great questions, guys. I think I've answered that. Let me just share the screen again. I want to show you a resource I use. If you want to convert Tron, this is pretty on the money. So every exchange, Tron Link, their amount in Tron is going to be slightly different to Tron Wallet, and anything like that. So based on where you're doing your comparison, you can just do it here. So this pretty much, kind of standardized way of getting what your Tron is going to be. So you can do a quick conversion there. You can either swap it based on how much dollars or based on how much Tron. So, excuse me. So you can do it that way. Let me paste this in the chat just for future reference. And then let me just answer any last questions here as I see them. So I see, what have I got here? Let me just mute. That's fine. Password. Is the meeting only going to be on Monday? Monday and Thursdays, Marsha, we'll be doing these. We do have other Zooms, but they're late. Based on where you are, they're 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 a.m. if you're in the UK, so it may not be the greatest of time. But they're pretty much every day. Those ones. These ones I'm doing is Monday to Thursday. I might step it up once I get decent amount of sleep. How many days? Yeah, so I think that's answered that. So guys, I think if there's anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I am gonna call this a wrap. Let's just keep pressing on, and let me know if there's anything else I can do. If you're especially still having technical issues just registering, but hopefully what you saw today will help you if you're on a desktop. Hopefully get you through the website until they've sorted the website out. Yeah, Benita, is that a question?
Leroy, so can I ask you one question? On the Clever wallet on the phone,
Yeah.
if you forget the PIN, this is on an iPhone, but
Yeah.
what's happened? My daughter's gone into it, but she's registered it with the code in, but also the face recognition.
Okay.
But if you've forgotten the PIN, how do you recover that?
Have you actually backed up the seed words or the private key?
The private key, yes, and then she's moved it onto the Tron link. So
Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. I mean, because if you can't get in, basically you're gonna have to basically go in if you want to go into Clever again, and you can't because your pin issues or whatever. You'll just have to basically set it up again and do a restore using that private key. Yeah.
Okay, get it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we
Yeah,
like
it makes sense because I was just wondering how you get back in there. Yeah, but it makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that would do that. Somebody's saying they can't see Tron on the thingy bob, so I'm gonna just change the link there. This may be another shortcut, but I'll put in the Tron one so that you've got that in the chat. I'm sure there is a way, but I don't know straight off my head. So try that one. That will take you there. Yeah, so that is that. I thought I saw an Ubi. Ubi, did you have your?
Yeah.
Okay.
I all of mine went through actually. I think luckily at first attempt, so I can always log in and log out and play through the system on my mobile. But
yeah.
I would tend to have a kind of a private chat. I have few people that have asked me some questions that I can't answer.
Right.
But yeah, and they are keen to come in with some good money, but I don't know how to answer them. But yeah, maybe we can.
No worries. Yeah, if we could get them on a chat. I mean, where are these people? Are they in the UK?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll reach out to you directly, and then we'll just arrange a time when it's going to be good. Unless they're up late, because I'm going to be up. I'm 5 hours behind you, so I've got to do a couple of Zooms now. But otherwise,
and
we
then
can
if I may just ask one last one. If someone just comes in, say at level 6, without meeting the referrals at the moment, what does that mean? What does that open up for that person at that point?
Well, if they just come in at level 6 without the referrals, so half of their money will go into the trade fund, and then the other half of that is going to go into the D.AI.SY crowd fund. So they'll be able to earn from based on where they are in the matrix, and the matrix is meant to be open for the first 48 hours of the time they join. So they'll be able to benefit from that as well. So there's two sides to that they'll be able to earn from. After the 48 hours, then they'll need to be, for them to maximize or earn on that level 6, they will need to have the relevant amount of people in order to join D.AI.SY.
All right. When is the 48 hours up then?
It's 48 hours. It should be 48 hours from the time they joined.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So everybody, if they join a year from now or a month from now, they will have 48 hours to earn from the matrix.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
okay, let me share this.
Leroy. So
yeah, hi.
Yeah, just based on that same question there. So if you on level 6 don't do the referral, you've got access.
I'm just gonna mute the lines 1 second. Okay.
You've got up to 48 hours to benefit from everything without actually qualifying, and then after that, you still wouldn't like say someone came in at level 2 and didn't do any referring, you would be earning the same sort of amount of money as them, because if you're not referring, is that right? Or
you're going to earn on two. Well, if you're in the matrix level you come in at, like to pretty much answer your question, you will benefit from the first 48 hours, but after that, if you haven't done the referral requirement, then you won't be able to earn what you should do on that level. So it's as if you came in, but you will be able to, once obviously you earn half of your money from the trading side. That's it's not just about them, even though of course there's a lot of emphasis right now on the matrix because of obvious reasons. But
Yeah.
even if you didn't do the matrix requirements, there's a whole bunch of other ways you can actually, you know, do well from.
Benefit more.
But yeah, but I think the kicker would be when you do get to that level 7, because the level 7, you do start to earn that override over and beyond your necessary, or the, you know, the amount of money, amount of referrals that you would have to you know, have at level 7, for example. So for you to tap into a lot more money, even if you didn't have all the amount of referrals you needed, because you came in at level 7, that opens up that other, you know, stream of earnings. So it's you know, it's one way of stair-stepping your way from level 6 to level 7, because then it opens up that another set of income that's available to you, as well as, of course, the trading rewards that it comes with.
Okay.
You know.
And what's the, oh yeah, yeah, no, because you've got the 30 days as well. But I know, yeah, you've explained that one as well. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you got 30 days. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Alrighty. I think I think that's it. I'm not seeing any more chats or anything posted in there. So oh yeah, I do see one. Benito, how does one get the referral link once they're able? Yeah, so when you get the referral link, I mean, at the moment it's not working as we like. The website part ain't working, so you just have to type in the steps that I was making reference to. You're gonna have to literally just type in it manually, as opposed to you know, doing it the other way. So if I go up here and just type in Daisy, it's always going to be daisy.global. That's going to be the same for everyone. R for referrer, and then whatever the username for that person is, that's what you would do from there. Whoops, I didn't want to click on that. Yeah, that's what you would do from there. And to just answer, just as Kim answered that question, I'm going to bring up the graphic here. Let me show that slide. Slide. Let's just bring this up. So yeah, so this will be your, what you would make a reference to level 6. So half of your money will go into the fund. After the first 48 hours, then, you know, you'll basically be earning as if you just did that from the matrix side of it, until you meet the requirements to go into level 6. But hey, that will be that won't be too much, you know, miles away. Once people start seeing what other people are seeing, you know, it's one thing talking about a program, but it's now another thing to validate, hey, yeah, this actually is real, you know, and day one, this is what's happened. So yeah, I think even with all the technical challenges, to be able to pull that kind of money out is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. I think that is all. So guys, thanks very much. I will have this recording in the Telegram chat as normal. And yeah, just any other questions, reach out to me. You know, this is you know, like an amazing project that we all are very early days in. So let's make the next 29 days or 30 days count based on when you're starting. Let's really make it count. Let's go for it, and then try and tap into those extra rewards. All right. So take care. God bless. See you guys on the next Zoom.
Thank you.